All right, guys, so we're here at the rescue hangar, and we're here with Kay from Fly with Kay. If you guys haven't checked out her YouTube channel, check it out. But you brought Little Red here because we met each other over at OshKosh, and I told her about Buckshot whiskey and how it was the fastest Cherokee 140 in existence. And she was like, well, Red's definitely gonna beat that Cherokee. Now, it is a 180, so it's a 360, so it's a 360 cubic inch. Buckshot here is a little bit, okay, it's a modified 0320, which is a 320 cubic inch. So we're gonna have a fly off.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
I'm just hoping that you're prepared to lose, because I'm gonna feel really bad if you start crying.
No, well, I may cry because we did put a lot of work into this beautiful airplane. Now, I may have already had a little bit of a flight in Red, and I'm a little worried, but let's go have some fun.
All right, sounds good, I'm ready.
All right, let's get at it. So if you guys have seen previous episodes of Rebuild Rescue, you saw us flying Zeros of Whiskey. I think this was like the third airplane I ever bought. I have the most amount of my hours in this airplane. It's one of my favorite. Yes, it's a little bit old and it's a little worn out looking anyway, but it's got really good bones. And it does have some modifications. So it has Art Madsen VG root. VGs on the wing root, I guess you should say. It's got Art Madsen prop tip, which makes this, I guess, about another 150 RPM because it changes the way that the prop works in the airstream. It is a cruise prop, and we also have some modifications done to it. We got the power flow exhaust on it, so it's got a set of ported polished cylinders on it, brand new. It's got a Surefly electric mag on it, and those modifications coupled together, we're estimating about 195 horsepower. So on Kay's Little Red, she has a 360, so she does have 40 more cubic inch. Cubic inch is horsepower, and it's a stock configuration. But if you guys look, her prop is actually a good bit bigger than mine. So I would say it's probably has about another 4 inches of length on the prop, just because it's a more powerful engine. It can turn the prop. So one thing to remember too, when you modify an engine, cubic inches also means torque. I'm not sure what the torque difference is because I've never seen it listed anywhere between like a 320 and a 360, but I have flown that a little bit, and I can tell you it does feel torquier. It is turning a larger prop. So it's a little bit difficult to make up for that torque and for that size of the prop on something, although this will make, I'll bet you, a little bit more horsepower than that 180 in the configuration that it has. But we're gonna find out today. So we're gonna lift off at about 70 miles an hour out here on the runway. We're gonna see how many seconds that takes. We're gonna climb up to 3,000 feet at 90 mile per hour in both airplanes. Now, these airplanes do have the same wings on. They're about the same weight. We have about the same fuel. She does have some wing root fairings, and she has full wheel pants where I only have my front one on. I don't have the side, the rear's on. So we're gonna see what happens. What do you think, Kay? What's gonna happen?
I mean, Little Red is awesome.
Okay,
so when we win, I promise I will be very, very kind about it. We will be gracious. In fact, I might even go as far as to say it was a tie.
A tie.
Okay.
So you guys heard it first right here. Kay's definitely said she's going to beat us, and but she's going to be a gracious winner.
That's exactly right. Absolutely.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. I love this airplane. But again, I did cheat a little bit. I did fly this yesterday.
True.
So Kay might have flown this one.
She might have.
Yeah, and I think she already has an idea of, yeah, so we'll see. All right, so we're here in the run-up area. We're going through a checklist and stuff like that, and we're about ready to take off. Really excited to fly in Red with you. Like I said early in the intro, we did get a chance to fly a bit yesterday, and unfortunately my camera skills weren't the best. So that just means we get to fly again. And if I'm honest, I just wanted to fly red more, so it was my excuse. But
very good excuse. I honestly can't say I blame you. Works for me.
But you've been awesome coming up with your dad Bo, and awesome people. Again, guys, if you haven't seen the channel, check it out. It's really cool. Kay is like a huge enthusiast, and you're CFI, double I, multi, like. And here I am sitting like the world's greatest student, I guess. So.
You totally are. I totally agree with that title, for sure.
There we go. So, but we're gonna be changing that soon. So, yeah. So let's get flying.
All right, let's do it. All right, let's do this thing.
Awesome. So, guys, we're gonna be lifting off right at 70. So, I think you're gonna see a counter on the screen. It's gonna give us the time from throttle to air, so we can give a good comparison between the 140 and the 180. I'm going to try to keep the camera on the gauges here and stay out of Kay's, kind of operating area.
Chester County traffic, Cherokee 773 in November is departing runway 29er. We'll be turning out to the west, Chester County. All right, full power. All of our gauges are in the green here. Airspeed's coming alive. There's 60 and pull back.
And it's off. Yeah, so it looks like climbing at 90 right away. We have about a 940, 60, 80, 1,000. About 1,050, 60, 80. Boy, she wants to fly today.
Yes, she does.
We got 1120, 1160, 1180, 1,200 foot a minute, 1220, 1240. Yeah, so she climbed right up to 1,500 foot really quick, and it's been right about a 700 foot minute climb, which is really, really solid. So we're going to climb right up to 3,000 feet. You guys on the screen are seeing a timer right now to see how quick we can get up there.
I came with my game face on.
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
she was all about the competition today.
Oh yeah.
I have to be careful now when we fly about what I describe things as, because it seems you're a little bit competitive.
A little bit. Let's just say I'm not a morning person, but I got up at 6 a.m.
Yeah, she was ready. So I think it has something to do with beating the boys. I don't know.
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah, so we got some clean air up here. I mean, it's about a 900 foot a minute climb. Right here at about 2,500 feet. So we're about ready to level off at 3,000. Once we level off at 3,000, we're going to stretch our legs out. We will probably run at about, 2550 RPM wise, and see what we get in cruise.
Closing in, gonna hear a loud beep. There we go, 200 feet to go.
Yeah, little Buckshot whiskey doesn't have all this fancy stuff in, so it doesn't make many beeps.
At least not yet.
At least not yet.
You never know. All right, so there is our 3,000. Okay, we'll let it stabilize for a quick second, and we're gonna bring that power up to 2550. All right, prediction, how fast are we gonna get?
I think today we got some smooth air. It's clean, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna say 137 miles an hour, maybe 140.
Okay. We have a little bit of a tailwind, but not much.
Yeah. Yeah, see, the other thing too, your big engine, your cruise RPM is lower than mine.
Oh, that's true. We were looking at that yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that yet. I'll let you know later on if that's true. All right, so there's our 3,000. We're at about 2550, which according to my cruise RPM over here is correct.
Yeah.
And looks like our indicated is going to be about 135.
Awesome. All right, so guys, I have to admit, after flying Little Red, and she performs really well. I mean, this 360, it's torquey. You can definitely feel torque. We were climbing on the initial climb at about 700 foot a minute. We got up to close to 1,000 foot a minute on climb out as the air got cooler. The air's really nice today, so it's going to be a good chance to check the difference. I do know that the 320, as far as power settings, the RPMs are higher.
because it's a smaller engine. You have to spin it more to get the power out of it. So we're real excited to see what the difference is. You know, these are PA-28s, Hershey Bar Wing airplanes. So it's an awesome trainer. It's an awesome cruising, flying machine. Like I love these things.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Lil Red appreciates that.
She flies nice when she's, you know, talk nice too.
Yeah. Never know what she'll do if you start insulting her.
No.
Chester County, Cherokee 773 in November is final runway 29er full stop, Chester County.
All right, so we just got back from flying Little Red, and I have to tell you, that airplane, I mean, it performs really well. It's tight, it flies well, and Kay, you're an awesome pilot.
Yeah.
You're like an, oh my gosh, yeah. So landing was great. You know, I think at one point she was like, "Oh, I'm 20 feet off." I'm like, really? So awesome flying. I can't wait to hop in Zeros of Whiskey.
I gotta tell you, I'm looking forward to the challenge. It's gonna be a total blast, and we will see who comes out on top.
Awesome, sounds good.
There you go.
All right. Chester County, Cherokee 9er 800 Whiskey is taxiing over runway 29er, Chester County.
All right, so we're gonna take off at 70. We're gonna rotate. We're gonna climb out at 90, and we're gonna look at the performance, what the climb performance is. I'm gonna try to get it on video, although the gauges are like way over there, and I don't want to get in Kay's way. So we're gonna see how little Buckshot did.
Okay, here we go.
All the way in.
Power's full. 40. 60. And 70. Here we go. Come on, baby.
All right, she's off.
Right. We're gonna trim out 190.
Yeah, so it looks like we're about a 700 foot a minute climb. 800.
All right, we're almost halfway there.
Yes, we're at 1,500 foot. There's 16. We got a 700 foot a minute climb, and we're getting right up there to 3,000 feet. I would say at this point, looking at the climb performance, really I think we're right at the similar climb performance, but I know at like 2,500, you started climbing out a little bit faster where we're actually keeping the same climb.
Yeah.
And she's staying right on 90 mile an hour. And 500 more feet, so there's 25, 26. We still have a 700 foot a minute climb, 100 foot to go. So if you guys are looking at the counter on the screen, I can tell you now, Red beat us on climb out. So right there's 300 foot, we're at 3,000 foot, get it up to 2,550. So it's super hard to tell with my rudimentary gauges, like really, you know, how fast we are going. It's looking like we're right at about 135, would you say?
I'd actually say you're a little bit higher than that.
Maybe like 137?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because you're closing in right on that 140 mark, and you're past that 135. So yeah, probably 137, maybe even 138.
Okay, that's not bad at all. So I mean, really, I think at this point, what it seems like to me, comparing the two, and what our goal was to take the 140. I wanted to make it as fast as a 180 because I know so many people that have a 140 and they can't afford a 180. There's not as many 180s around. A ton of 140s, you know, a ton of 160s. So really, I think for you know, a few $1,000, more than $10,000. If you're going to top end your airplane, if you do this whole modification while you do it, it's cheaper. You can have close performance as a 180. There's a little bit more work we're going to do in the future with some other stuff. The goal was to get it to 140 mile an hour cruise airplane. So I think we can do it. Or you can do what you did, Kay, and instead of going through the pain of that, just go ahead and get yourself a nice 180 that has more torque and a little more climb, you know, and these are some really cool airplanes.
I totally agree.
Yeah, I think they're comparable. I think you beat me on climb out. We'll see based on the counter on the screen.
Yeah, of course.
Because from liftoff, but it's really close. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, very nice airplane.
Thank you.
Chester County traffic, Cherokee 90800 Whiskey is turning left base runway 29er full stop, Chester County.
What were your thoughts?
Nice airplane, climbs really well. And I actually think we were pretty darn close as far as performance goes.
That's close. I would say, and we're going to have to look back at the footage, but I would say probably Little Red probably climbs about 100 foot more a minute on the climb out, especially once we start getting some altitude. Speed-wise, I think we were right there. It was close. You can definitely tell that Little Red has more torque. Hey, you can't beat displacement, you know, bigger engine.
So this is the point in the video where originally I had admitted defeat. I thought for sure Little Red had embarrassed Buckshot Whiskey. But after analyzing the numbers, it looks like Buckshot may have a win under its belt. So the PA-28 180 came in at 16.46 second throttle to takeoff, 4 minute and 22 second takeoff to 3,000 foot, and 135 mile an hour cruise at 2550 RPM. The PA-28 140 came in at an 18.40 second throttle to takeoff, a 3 minute and 17 second takeoff to 3,000 foot, a 138 mile an hour cruise at 2550 RPM.
You know, when you guys come back out, I think the next time you're out, the 235 will be flying, and we'll have to hop in it and see the difference with that one. And that one ended up getting a electric mag and with timing advance and ported and polished cylinders as well. So it should be around the 260 horsepower mark.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, so next time
I think I have to go get my
out.
high performance.
Thank you. Oh, you don't have that?
No, I have my complex, but...
Well, you can come here and get your high performance then. We'll have someone sit in with you.
All right,
awesome.
Sounds good.
So guys, thank you for coming along with us. Thank you for watching the video. And Kay and Bo, thank you so much for coming out. It was great to meet you both.
Great to meet you too.
And it's been a blast.
Yeah, and I'll see you again real soon.
Sounds good. Take care.